Are you thinking about becoming a permanent makeup artist or just starting your own beauty business? Don't really know where you're headed, but you were interested in permanent makeup. Well, I'm here to tell you how to become a permanent makeup artist in 5 easy steps without getting nitty gritty in the business area, which is a whole nother chapter or 10. So if you want financial freedom, creative fulfillment, ability to work for yourself, and you like transforming people's lives, then permanent makeup industry is probably for you. But anyway, here are the 5 steps. So I have these 5 steps written down, but I'm going to break it down and add my own experiences as a permanent makeup artist and the journey of how I became one, how I started gaining my clients, etc. Anyway, here we go. Number 1, first step is to research and choose your niche. So when I started permanent makeup, obviously the research came first, but funny story, I got into it because I just had this dream of me and this guy I was talking to at the time, opening up a tattoo shop while I do permanent makeup, like the power business. Long story short, he moved to Atlanta. I didn't move with him. Anyway, so I just was like, you know what, I'm gonna do my own thing. So I look for all the places that do apprenticeships. I can't even remember the thought process, but I just remember thinking, this is it. I'm tired of serving. This is the option for me. Because at this point, I've had like 20 plus jobs. I've had way too many majors. I was doing a whole bunch of other stuff, just hustling. And so for the first step, research and choose your niche. I would say you don't really have to choose your niche. Maybe research into like what apprenticeship programs are available in your area. Like for example, there will be apprenticeships that are specifically for tattooing. There will be academies or training facilities that have just specialty in permanent makeup or brows or paramedical tattoos. Sometimes, it depends on what it is, but like scalp, SMP, that one's going to be very niche focused. So if you were like a guy who's looking into getting in this, guys do very well in every niche, but maybe you want to cater more towards men and do like the SMP would fit better for you, then you do your research on who is best for that. You're not going to go to a permanent makeup lip blush specialty studio and ask for education there unless you are willing to put money outside of your apprenticeship, which I did for brow specialty stuff because the way my instructor was teaching at her studio was different than the stuff I was seeing on Instagram, and I wanted to learn that. So I don't really necessarily think you need to choose a niche right away. I started with microblading, and then I learned powder brows, and then I learned eyeliner, and then I learned lip blushing, and then I learned tattoo removal, and then I learned blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? So me just naturally being like, I want to try everything and figure out what I like. You can go that route, but I did waste a lot of my money and my time. I mean, I wouldn't say that because I learned a lot. But if you are for sure, you might save a couple bucks not going zigzag in your journey. So I would not try to learn everything at once with my apprentices because I'm a brow specialty. I usually tell them, hey, we can either start you off with brow stuff, which can make things easier when they're trying to learn lips or eyeliner. Because for me, I teach brows the best, and then it's easier for me to help them like branch out that way. But if you're on YouTube University, I would definitely just peep everybody's style and how each person is learning online, in person, conference, whatever works best for you, but I would definitely research a lot before you get started. Okay, step number 2, proper training, which we kind of covered in the first step. So after your research, you will want to get clarity on your top 3 education places. You might have your local apprenticeship program. You might have an in-person training in a state where they don't require a tattoo license. You might have something online that you're interested in. So I would always just say find a very experienced artists. If possible, find out how long they've been in the industry. I would recommend at least 2-3 years, at least, for them to be training or for you to go learn and expect a certain type of information or just like different aspects, I guess, of like somebody who's been in for 3 years versus somebody who's been in for like 20 years. They're going to have different teaching points. So definitely find somebody experienced. I would shy away from the $99 courses, even though, low-key, I want to offer them because it's quick and simple for those that are already licensed and just need like a quick glance over like what they've already learned, either in their apprenticeship or in their in-person course, whatever. So I would personally look for in-person training with hands-on experience. Doesn't matter if you're sharing a model, as long as you're getting to touch skin under somebody who is licensed, insured, their establishment has been inspected. I would say just high quality training usually will have that. And then there are options people offer, like $1,000 courses that have no live models. But a lot of those are for people who's been doing this or have some type of experience. By skipping proper training and trying to figure it out on your own, you are really shorting yourself the opportunity to add more value and just to have more integrity in your work. So just make yourself valuable and learn everything you can. We want to be high quality artists, not high quantity artists. That's just a brow factory or a tattoo factory, whatever. So once you have found a proper training facility or trainer, attend the course or the program. Take as long as you need to in order to learn and feel confident, which is going to take practice, a lot of practice. So step 3 is practice, practice, practice. So there is no perfect. I'm constantly practicing myself. I mean, we're forever learning with anything in life. So definitely start with fake skin and work your way up to real skin. So what I would say is in the beginning, you're going to get one of those cheap fake skins that are like super thin. It's doesn't even get close to the real skin. But anyway, it's good for you to like get used to the machine, gripping, playing with the needles, figuring out like what you need to do in order for you to feel comfortable with the machine in general, speeds, whatever. Once you feel more comfortable, I would say get one of those like real life skins. If you can get real skin, good for you. Some people have told me they've gotten real skin from like a cadaver. And then some people have told me that they've gotten pig skin, which is great. Do that. But online, you can buy this expensive fake skin that is way more like real skin. But you also got to remember every place on our skin has a different depth. So either way, like real life practice is the only practice. So in the beginning, you're going to want to do model pricing. You're going to want to get models who you trust and they trust you. The number one thing is don't manipulate people into thinking you're like, don't charge $800 when you've done one client. Like in the beginning, I only offered services to my friends and my family. I was charging $50 and then I worked my way up to 75, then 100, then 150, then 200, Right now I'm charging like around 800 without the touch-up. So work your way up. You can always reprice or give discounts later. What the hell am I saying? Anyway, I would say during this education portion where you are in the middle of training or you've gotten a course or taken a course, then you can really focus on those YouTube university videos where they're teaching you about this technique or how they move the machine, what needles, just anything about needle configuration education is going to be very important. Anyway, but practice, learning about everything that's included in your potential procedures. Usually it's going to be machine, needle, skin, and then everything around, like medical consent form, blah, 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 blah. You don't have to know all that right now. But I digress. Step 4, so get certified, get licensed, have your place, whatever. Like if you want to do it out of your home, cool, but just make sure you got like hardwood floor or like wipeable floors, because if it's carpet, it's unsanitary because we're working with blood technically, even though you won't literally see blood a lot of times unless you're going deep or they drink coffee. But yeah, we are technically working with blood, and on the molecular level, there's probably blood drip drops just everywhere around where we work. Anyway, make sure you get your BBP, your bloodborne pathogens. Many states just require that. Crazy. But to each their own. And then a lot of other states, they require permanent makeup license, where you go through an apprenticeship, like I said, under a licensed professional, and they basically walk you through, what you need to know, the fundamentals. Every state is different, so you have to check their health board, their state health board. And then, of course, I would say get at least the E&O insurance if you can't get the general liability. So E&O is short for errors and omissions. That's going to be your professional liability insurance. That one protects you and your services directly, because if I have insurance under my business, Empress Inc., and you mess somebody's face up and they want to sue you, like I'm going to have paperwork that's like protecting me. And if it comes down to it, they will come after you. So better safe than sorry. Pay those $40, $30 a month and call it a day. It'll be fine. And if you can't get that insurance, then you better pray that everybody that comes through your way is trustworthy and, you did right by them so they don't have to do anything. Okay, so step 5 is build your brand, start getting clients. This is important, but I would focus on the education part first and foremost. And then, obviously work on posting just on your regular Facebook or social media, anywhere. Yeah, so definitely post everything, post content, post your education moments, show people that you are out here learning. If you're just like browse and #browse and come get brows. It's just, no, you want to be personal with it. Let people know, message them, put a post on your personal Facebook, say, hey guys, it's been a while. I started something new, put your personality to it. That's how you really gain clients at first, unless you really want to just go for it and start selling outside. You can use Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram ads, TikTok, YouTube. There's many ways that you can, but family and friends is the easiest way for you to start attracting clients, because you can ask them to share the work. You can ask them to leave a review if you already have a business page up, or tag you on story. Just doing all that in the beginning, because you don't have experience, you're going to have to rely a lot on affordable pricing, discounts, all that stuff when we're starting from zero. So definitely limited time offers, discounts to attract your first time clients. And then once you have built your portfolio, then you can go ahead and stop offering discounts if you want. Many of my students and the artists that I've worked with, they will forever do discounts. It's whatever your target audience is. Everyone's different. Every business is different. And then when you can, try to get reviews, try to get a personal and a business instead of having all your business stuff on your personal. In the beginning, yes, do that. Because, like, low-key, you don't know if you're going to stick with it. I'm sorry. There's so many things I've started in life and didn't finish. This is basically one of the only things that I've started and is continuing. So good luck to you. I believe in you. I do. So there you have it. 5 steps to becoming a permanent makeup artist. So this career really did change my life. I had no path, whatever. I had no idea what I would be. I just knew that I would be a business owner for sure and be a millionaire. Duh. That's what everyone's dreams. Okay, anyway. So videos, make sure you post videos to gain you clients. And what else? Yeah. If you're willing to put in the work, what you sow, what you reap, you sow. You sow, you reap what you sow. Okay. So subscribe to my channel. First video. Hopefully this helps somebody. I don't know. I'm trying to share everything that I'm constantly repeating to my apprentices. I'm like, might as well share with the world. You guys can be my children since I won't have children. You can be my student children. Anyway, no. Thank you. Subscribe, comment, and let me know what questions you have in getting started in permanent makeup. Because I was there 6 years ago. Yeah, let's grow together. Bye.